At the moment, I'm currently feeling knackered because we've just had 2 team games. So literally, it was Philip came back at 9 last night, and then this morning get up at 5:30 to have 2 tough team games today. So I'm feeling absolutely exhausted. But the actual, I mean, yesterday it was amazing. The game was great. I mean, it didn't go according to plan, and it wasn't as nice as I'd have liked it to have been. But I was able to sort of grind it out, and eventually wore him down. So and then obviously the emotions came out, and it was a really special moment. It's been incredible, actually. The facilities are amazing. The Japanese people have been really good for us. They've actually the village is awesome, and the playing courts are probably some of the best I've ever played on. So it's ideal for boccia. In terms of the support, obviously Paralympic GB are brilliant. Obviously, thanks to the National Lottery and the players, for funding all that. It means that we can come out here really well prepared, and it's been almost flawless, to be honest. There's been nothing that's been any issues, and it's been great. From a personal level, obviously really satisfying for the goal, but with the teammates around me and just the whole squad have got this really nice. We've got a really nice vibe at the moment. Really collective unity, and this is a special one. I can't remember ever feeling so good after a win. It's probably thanks to Helen, our new performance director, and the changes she's made, and just a whole new philosophy in our group. And it's just it's a really nice group. Everybody sort of shares in the success as well as the defeat, so it's good. Yeah, I think probably the main thing is probably something I didn't really see at the time, but actually coming in, it's probably that tournament sharpness that you can't really get that without going to a tournament. And obviously we haven't had a tournament for 2 years, so coming in first couple of pool games, I realized I was a bit rusty, just in terms of shot preparation and bits and bobs that I wasn't quite doing the full due diligence, not because I wasn't taking it seriously, but just because I'd forgotten some of the things that crop up, like sweaty hands when you don't expect it, and the time and all that sort of stuff. And so it just took me a little while to get my head around that and what I needed to do to make sure I executed more often than not. But after a couple of games, I figured out what I needed to sort out, and then nailed it for the quarterfinals. Really, probably played some of the best stuff, and then sort of semis and final. It was sort of hanging on to that as best I could, managed to get the job done in the end. So happy days. I mean, I think it's been nice to actually enjoy it. You don't in the past it's been a bit of a struggle sometimes to enjoy the victories, sometimes because you kind of feel a little bit as if the rest of the squad are struggling, you don't want to celebrate too much because you don't want to rub it in people's faces, and obviously the lack of media attention and all that sort of stuff has been a bit frustrating. So I think that's been the challenge. I think this time around, because everything feels so much better, I can feel like I can celebrate, and I can celebrate with people who I care about, in the squad and not. And I also feel like Boccia's finally being taken seriously on a big stage. It just feels more empowering, I guess. I mean, in terms of myself, I don't feel like I need to prove anything, but sometimes the rest of the world needs to listen. My plan is Paris is only 3 years away, so it seems a bit silly to drop out now. I'm really excited for Paris. The challenge now is obviously we've got this guy, the Malaysian guy I played in the final, is actually a pretty new player, so he's obviously up and coming, and that'll be interesting to see where that goes. See how his development moves forward, and then for the team, we're an ongoing development, and we've made massive strides in the last 18 months or so. And then the next step is obviously to try and get us on a podium. And obviously Paris only being 3 years away, it feels possible. So that's going to be the aim, to see if we can get the team on the podium. And if I can do the triple, then I will go for that as well. But for me, I'm already the most successful British Boccia player, and I'm also the first BC1 to defend a Paralympic title. So the triple was not such a big deal for me. I mean, I would, obviously I'm not going to refuse it if I get it, but it's more about just seeing where I am, keep improving, keep keep staying competitive, get the sport more recognition, bring new people in, and enjoy it, because you only live once.